to the wild wonders of southern Africa, where you get swept away on a magical safari. A journey that takes you to places and animals very few have gone before. Subscribe and join the Wild Wanderer family today.
Alright guys, just a quick video for today. Today we're talking about dung. So the dung that you can see down there on the ground, that's impala. And to the left here, that is zebra. Now zebra looks a lot like horse, you would agree. But impala, what they do, and by the way, there we have kudu as well. So impala, unlike kudu and zebra, they have a toilet, they have a midden. Especially the males, they have their territorial middens where they always go to the same spot and defecate. Now that way they are sending out messages to other impalas telling them, listen, this is my area, these are my females, stay clear or else you'll have to go up against me. Now what happens is every year there are a couple of young males, they go up against the older impala males, and every year the older impala males, they get weaker because they're having a lot of fun. They don't need to fight amongst one another, they just have to look after their females and yeah, mate. So what a lovely day and lovely life. But when the young males are now fighting throughout the whole year, sparring against one another, they then get fitter, stronger, and whenever they challenge the older males, a lot of times they actually win, and then you have a new bloodline taking over. So impalas are actually very sophisticated animals, and I have a lot of respect for them. But just a quick dung or poop video for you guys. Hope you guys find this interesting. Let's just flip that one. No, nothing there. And while we're here, let's talk about a very cool tree. You see that beautiful tree over there? Now that is a shepherd tree. It gets its name from the fact that some of the first, well, settlers and inhabitants in this area, they've been using this tree not just to make the staffs for their shepherd sticks, but also whenever there's a bit of a hot day and the sheep or flock are chilling, they go and they do the same. And they have a lovely siesta. A little bit of shade helps a lot, and this is where they'll have their lunch or their picnic, and yeah, very cool place to chill out. Now, shepherd's trees have also been utilized traditionally, and in the cards I'm going to give you guys a couple of facts because for the life of me I can't remember always all of the facts on the top of my head. So I'm going to give you a couple of shepherd tree facts while I'm talking now.
Distinct shepherd tree, Boschia foetida. They're a small tree with a single stem, usually starting to branch at least 1 meter above the ground. Occurring in the dry bushveld, the bark is smooth, pale grey to grey. They often have spine tips on the branchlets, and the leaves are tiny with tight clusters along the branches. Leathery, usually discolorous with reticulate venation prominent below. The flowers are in clusters along the stems. They're small and yellowish green. They're unpleasantly scented. Their fruit is a type of berry. It's completely round and about 10 millimeters in diameter. Freshly cut wood emits an unpleasant odor. Nutritionally, this tree is immensely important. The fruit, despite its acidic taste, is eagerly eaten by birds, monkeys, baboons, and elephants. Even humans eat it in times of scarcity. The seeds contain a sulfur oil, and it is not recommended that they be swallowed. Livestock and game relish the leathery leaves, which are palatable and highly nutritious. The leaves have a crude protein content averaging 14.6% and a high level of vitamin A. In times of drought, farmers in the southern Kalahari cut the branches partially and bend them down so that the animals can reach the leaves. The tree has amazing recuperative capabilities, and new leaves and branches form where it has been severed to provide additional foliage. Caution should be exercised not to cut the tree too low or to remove too many branches, as the tree might die as a result. Cows in milk should not have access to this fodder, as it imparts an unpleasant flavor to the milk. farmers are of the opinion that it has the same feeding value as alfalfa or lucerne. There appears to be a preference by animals to browse this tree, as they do so constantly, even when palatable sweet grasses are abundant. Goats, horses and donkeys even feed on the bark of these trees in times of drought. Elephants eat the leaves and branches, but they normally do not uproot the tree in order to browse. The hollow trunk form natural reservoirs for rainwater. Bushman people have been known to utilize these water reservoirs from time to time. They would take a reed like a straw and suck up the water and harbor it in the ostrich eggshell. During the Anglo-Boer War, the roots of these trees used to be used as coffee. It became known as witgat coffee. The roots can be eaten raw or cooked as a vegetable. A type of porridge is also prepared from the flour, which is obtained when the roots are dried, ground and sifted, boiled in water and concentrated. The root is said to yield a syrup and can be used to sweeten porridge, coffee, whatever you want to sweeten. A sweet drink can be prepared by scraping off the outer bark of the roots and pouring the remainder to a powder. It is then boiled until a thick substance is obtained, which is very refreshing when diluted and cooled. The pulverized root of this tree has preservative properties. Fresh milk that was treated with the pulverized root remained fresh for up to 24 hours, while a control sample became sour after only 12 hours. This treatment is especially effective for butter, which can remain fresh for almost 3 weeks, although a slight aftertaste remains. Other tests have shown that this substance has an inhibitory effect on the development of mold on citrus fruit, tomatoes, bread and potatoes. The bud, it is claimed, makes an excellent substitute for the European caper. Cold infusion of the leaf is used as a solution for inflamed eyes in cattle. A decoction of this root is said to be effective in the treatment of hemorrhoids, piles. The unripe fruit has been used commercially as a remedy for epilepsy under the name Fructus simula.
Very, very cool about them, ouch. So this is what you should always watch out for. I just walked straight into this little acacia thorn tree over here. Look at that, ouch. Cool thing about them is look at their tiny little leaves. Now browsers like kudu, they love it because there's lots and lots of nutrients in these leaves. So the rule of thumb in Africa, the larger the leaf, the less nutrients it has. The smaller the leaf, the more nutrients it's got, and it's basically harboring all of that nutrients in those little leaves, trying to stay alive. But what a lovely tree. And guys, that's it for this time. Don't forget to check out the series on the farm op die plaas Middelsig, and check out my other channel, Liaan's Critter Corner. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and remember to share it with your friends. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.